We helped on 10 minutes. Go live in 2 seconds, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nervous.
See, it's no saying that that's live shut down.
Try that.
Hello, guys.
Welcome
Hey,
back.
Cher, welcome back.
Welcome back
Welcome
for
back.
half time. We're fully refreshed. No subs at this half time.
Hey, that's us.
That's it, right? Live
Can you
in-
let us know if everything is all right, sound-wise, buffering? Let us know.
Or let us know if you can see us. Even let us know if you're there.
It looks fine.
Just waiting in the thumbs up for everybody now. If it is. Everybody to go.
There we go.
Evening, ladies and
Evening.
gentlemen.
Hello for the gallant pioneers.
Hello, gallant
He's
pioneers.
probably just turned up now. Can you hear us alright, Gallant Pioneer?
Right, is everything all right? Good evening, Bears. Daniel Puller.
Right.
How you doing?
Better.
Better. Excellent.
Thank you, Mark Dunnett,
Excellent.
Terry Monroe. There we go. Billy Fletcher, Mark, David Hurd.
Okay.
That seems better so far.
So anyone that
Then
wants,
Si comes into the casting couch and everything goes pear-shaped.
guys,
I'm going to call it a casting couch.
guys, for anyone that works in any kind of IT industry, what happened there was we just did a switch it off and on again.
Yes, that's it now, James Peoples.
Robbie Ferguson's given an update there. The Rangers.
Nope.
Rangers B
3-1
team
up.
are
so
winning
it is, it's
3-1
away again.
at East Kilbride. Your sound is good. Hold on a minute, somebody's saying no and everybody else is saying fine.
Okay, guys, there does seem to be a bit of an issue with the internet at the moment. I don't know if it's a local area or whatnot, okay, so please try and bear with us, okay, because we will try and do the best we can.
Right, can we get the thumbs up? It's going again, we haven't touched it.
Gremlins and a
It's
system
got to be
during the
internet
2-1
and
break. Definitely, guys.
It's back at, hold on, it's got to be the internet in the area then. There's literally nothing we can do if that's the case because we've rebooted the full system. All the lights are even good on it. Aye, everything's fine. So,
Sounds good, then it's away. Sounds bad.
Okay. Okay, so
get a minute, hopefully it'll kick in a minute.
this is what obviously last season was a long season, you know, 67 games or what, 68 games.
Oh,
Yeah, every
So,
programme that works.
Please, please bear with us, guys. This is
my
always
goodness.
the test show.
Right, I'm awfully glad we were only coming here for
Oh.
an hour the night.
Right,
Yeah, that's works every time.
Switching
there's
off.
a couple of seconds behind, so hopefully it's better now. That's all we can wait on for a few seconds. It's fine, right? Thumbs up if it's fine.
It's fine.
Buffering.
Buffering.
Right,
Happening, lads.
tell you in a second.
You'll find out half now and half in 30 seconds.
Women's football, Ireland won, Sweden 0, come on. Coming up to 45 minutes, so
Fine in Hart Hill.
That's the Women's World Cup, innit?
Who
Semi-final.
knows? Aye.
There we go, right. I don't know if I catch this.
Seen you at the West game
Hello.
in the food queue.
Oh,
Hi.
Hi.
Davey, how you doing, mate?
not bad. Maybe I'm buffering right now, but not bad.
Aye, mate.
I think we all are
I
tonight.
hope it's a bit better now. Guys, let us know you can hear Davey alright. Thumbs up first of all. Hi Fiona, how you doing? Davey, how you doing, mate?
You all right?
I'm doing fine, pal. I'm doing fine. It's been a bit of an adventure watching you tonight, but hopefully it's getting better.
I know.
So for anybody that doesn't know who you are, David, do you want to have your introduction?
Sure thing. My name's David Held. For the last few months I've become a published author in Rangers. My first book came out in March, called 1872, Stories of Rangers Players of Yesteryear. If anybody was at the Gers TV 150 year dinner at iBooks, you'll have heard me speak at that, and you might even have bought my book at it. My next book is called Rangers Kings of the League Cup. It comes out in September, and it's the story of our 27 record victories in the League Cup competition.
Excellent. So, you're also doing some podcasts for us as well regarding the history of Rangers.
Yes, I'll maybe jump in here. So David and myself over the kind of pre-season have been recording a series of episodes for the Gers TV brand new Spotify channel. Okay, so after the show tonight, if you go on Spotify and just type in the Gers TV, you will see 6 episodes of our fantastic new series. So David, over to you, mate. Do you want to tell the listeners and the viewers what we have discussed in these podcasts?
Sure. Well, obviously this is all the time in the 150th birthday of our amazing football club. And as you say, we've done 6. I think we've got enough material to do a damn sight more than that.
Yes, I think we have to, David, yes.
Yeah, so the first one we did, the first one was on Great Rangers goal scorers. And I talked so much in that one, I didn't get any further than World War II. So everything's older than World War II on it.
Yeah.
The second one was a bit of a tribute to my book, if you like. I thought I'd talk about the League Cup because some of my favourite memories are definitely old League Cup friends and old League Cup ties. So I started talking about our League Cup ones. I think I got as far as the soonest years and that before we had to wrap up.
Yeah.
So again, there's more to come. The third one we did was just after the great Andy Gorham died, so we thought we'd do one on Great Rangers goalkeepers.
Yeah.
Again, I got up as far as World War II in that one, so there'll be more to come in a future episode.
Yeah.
We always talk about the good days, but in 150 years, everything doesn't always go to plan. So I think it's important that we recognise the fact that sometimes we have failures and we've got to come back from them. So the fourth episode is actually about the 25-year Scottish Cup hoodoo that we had. We once went 25 years without winning Scotland's main cup competition, and it was a little history of the trials and tribulations we had for those 25 years before we finally got the cup back. The fifth one we've done as a little tribute to David Wilson, who also died during the pre-season. Rangers Wales. So again, I didn't get quite as far as I intended to in that one. Well, I think we got to around about the 1950s in that one.
Yep.
And then the last one we did, we've actually already put that on Spotify last week. That was a kind of taster for everyone. We've done a little special episode on the life of Walter Tull, who was obviously the chap who the trophy was named after when Rangers played Tottenham on Saturday. So I think there's part 2s to come for most of them. I've got another pile of potential subjects that I would love to talk about because I love talking about Rangers. And let's see how far we can get in it this year.
Yeah, it's just from obviously, David, we've been discussing them together, and you know, anybody out there that wants to listen to these, please do. They are genuinely fascinating. I thought I knew things about Rangers, but
You said that tonight.
some of the stuff that I've learned, David, has been absolutely fascinating. And even the 25-year hoodoo, it was fascinating to hear all the things that caused it, and
well, see, when you're
all
not
the
saying
things
that,
in
Gordon,
between.
I would actually say, David, just my opinion on it as well. See, when I look at Rangers history, David Michael-John's penalty, I would say is probably the most important goal in Rangers history. My opinion.
It's probably the most important goal of our pre-war history. I would certainly agree with that.
Yeah.
It's hard to not say it's one of the goals in Barcelona in 1972, probably. But domestically, it must be right up there.
Yeah.
If you're my age, Colin Steele at Easter Road in 1975 was quite big as well.
I was born 2 months later, 3 months later. So.
I'm older than you always.
So what other subjects are you going to carry out on this?
Well, I'm kind of open to suggestions, so I don't know whether the listeners want to put in the comments things. The things I've got sort of written down just now, if I just take 3 of them, for example. So I was going to do one of my 7 trebles, because I think each treble season is something special.
I love that, yeah.
I was going to do one on all the Rangers managers, not just what they did at Rangers, but a bit sort of their life and times. And I was going to do one on Europe up till 1972.
Yeah.
So, and it sounds about one of the things they lose, but for anybody old enough to remember Barcelona, it was the culmination of so many close shaves and so many close things. I think Rangers' first period of European history, which isn't talked about as much, is probably an interesting one to talk about as well.
Yeah, and one of the subjects I spoke to you in private about, that I've always been interested in, a lot of Rangers fans don't know about it is the Jim Bowie boardroom coup, the failed boardroom coup with Bill Struth that showed how much power Bill Struth had, which in my opinion Jim Bowie was probably in the right at the time, but history shows that Bill Struth was so powerful. Is that something you're going to maybe speak about?
Well, funny enough, when we did the Walter Tull podcast, Jimmy Bowie's name came up in it.
I heard that, yeah.
I think I actually said to him that he's actually got a podcast all of his own one day. So I think he's very, very possibly one that we could do. He actually wanted to bring Davy Nichols on as manager back in the late 40s.
Yep, aye. And again, we'll speak about it. I don't want to get into the details on it and ruin the podcast, but there's so many great subjects you can speak about with Rangers.
Absolutely. I think it's important that we try and cover as much of the 150 years. So I need to do a couple of more modern ones, but long ago is more easily forgotten.
Yeah.
I think it's important we tell the whole story.
Yeah, David, I certainly like to go and do part 2s for some of the subjects we've already covered, like the strikers, for example.
Yeah.
Because I really think it's fascinating, and some of the stuff that I've learnt. I don't want to, as I said, don't want to spoil the surprise of the podcast themselves, but it is absolutely fascinating. So thank you so much for giving us your time and going through it all with us, because it's genuinely so interesting.
David, what we'll do, mate? A few people are commenting that BT
can't
have
hear
got
you.
a major
Aye.
issue on their internet in Glasgow just now, and that's probably what's been causing it. There's 3 or 4 people wrote that now. What we'll do is we'll get a better chat with you next week, mate, and we'll be able to cover things a wee bit better.
No problem.
And it'll sound a lot better, obviously, as well.
Aye, if you get things on Spotify anyway.
Well, that's what.
Talk about the listen, and then we can have a chat about it next Tuesday.
Well, that's what I was going to say, David. So for anybody that can listen at the moment, before we finish up, we have just launched. So every episode's now on Spotify, David. Okay, so we'll launch it through the Gers TV YouTube and Facebook channels and whatnot. But if anybody can hear this, if you just literally go to Spotify now and type in the Gers TV,
Yep.
there's a brand new Gers TV Spotify channel, and you can